Welcome back to High Stakes. Today, we will be discussing the following MLB matches that is happening on Sunday, August 13, 2023. We will be providing our team, total and prop picks for the day. Before we get started, please remember to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our videos. If you want access to our premium picks, you can check out our Patreon page. You can find the link to our Patreon page in the description and comments section below. Oakland Athletics vs Washington Nationals. Take Washington Nationals moneyline. And here is why. We have a stacked Sunday in the MLB, and one of the underrated matchups on the slate pits the Oakland Athletics against the Washington Nationals. Ken Waldichuk gets the nod for the A's, while the Nats counter with Trevor Williams. It has been a historically bad season for Oakland. Not only have the Athletics faithful had to sit through a 33-83 record, there are also rumblings of the team moving to Las Vegas. Overall, it has been a disastrous year for the A's. They're just 3-7 in their last 10 games and sit 36.0 games out of first place in the AL West. As for the wild card standings, Oakland is 31.0 games out of the final spot. Ken Waldichuk gets the nod in the series finale, and he'll be making his 16th start and 27th overall appearance this year. The left-hander comes into this one at 2-7 and owns a 6.30 ERA and 1.71 WHIP. Most recently, he faced the Rangers and limited them to 2 earned runs on 6 hits and a walk over 6.0 innings of work. It was a no-decision effort in a game the A's lost 5-3. The Athletics are by far the worst defense in all of the MLB this year. They're ranked dead last in the following major categories. Runs scored, 411, team batting average, .222, and ops, .660. As for individual efforts, Esteury Ruiz leads the way in average, .251. Brent Rooker has the edge in OBP, .328, and leads the organization in homers, 18, and RBI, 48. Okay, so while these are both last place teams in their respective divisions, they're still in different tiers in the MLB. I mean, the Athletics are historically bad, and I put them in their own tier of being the worst club in the MLB. Meanwhile, the Nationals have some upside and they're a pretty scrappy team. With all of that being said, I feel that getting the curly W's at -130 is a steal. Ken Waldichuk has been pretty bad this year as he comes into this one with a 6.30 ERA and 1.71 WHIP. The southpaw gets even worse on the road where his ERA rises to 7.84 and opponents are hitting .294 against him. What else do we need to say here? I guess we can throw in that the Athletics are just 15-42 on the road. That's horrible. All roads lead to the Nationals taking care of business in this spot. If you're feeling a bit riskier, feel free to lay the 1.5 runs with a +145 payout. Our total pick is over 10 runs. And here is why. Building off of the analysis above, I'm taking the over 10.0 runs at even money. On top of Waldichuk's woes, the Nationals have also seen him well. Over a small 12 at-bat sample size, Washington is slashing .333, .333, .583 against the left-hander. Furthermore, the Nationals have been one of the best teams in baseball amongst lefties. They're 4th in team batting average, .278, and 8th in ops, .774. This is a game where the Nats could clear the inflated total by themselves. I think the A's should have some opportunities to score as well in this game. Washington's bullpen is one of the worst in the league as they're 28th in bullpen ERA, 5.06, and 27th in WHIP, 1.45. Meanwhile, Oakland is dead last in each of those categories at 5.48 and 1.52, respectively. Let's not overthink this one. Give me the over. Atlanta Braves vs New York Mets. Take Atlanta with the money line. And here is why. NL East rivals, the Braves and Mets put a cap on their 4-game series with a Sunday evening tilt. Atlanta, 73-41 Sioux, first in NL East, cruising along atop the division, will throw RHP on Chirinos, 5-4, 4.83 ERA, in this game. New York, 52-63 Sioux, 4th in NL East, dead in the water, will turn to RHP Kodai Senga, 8-6, 3.24, to start the finale. The Braves are dominating the head-to-head this season, going 6-1 over the first 7 meetings. Atlanta's offense has averaged 7 runs per game off of the Mets this season. Chirinos has faced the Mets once in his career and picked up a win. New York doesn't seem to want to put up runs for Senga, and they've gone 3-5 over his last 8 starts as they limp towards the finish line. The Mets were recently swept by the Royals, so in comparison they shouldn't even compete in this series. But honestly, this is a matter of 2 teams going in completely different directions, and Atlanta would love nothing more than to bury the Mets a little further down in the standings. Our total pick is over 9.5 runs. The under is 4-3 this season when these two meet this season, despite averaging a combined 11.6 total runs per game. The over is 7-3 in Atlanta's last 10 game and 5-5 in New York's last 10. The Braves' offense has been raking, scoring 4 or more runs in each of their last 4 losses, let alone 5 or more in each of their last 9 wins. The Mets, on the other hand, are struggling a bit on the offensive end, scoring 3 or less in 7 of their last 9 games. However, they should be capable of getting at least a couple off of Chirinos today, which should help tilt the scale in our favor. Cleveland Guardians vs Tampa Bay Rays. Cleveland Guardians money line. And here is why. On Sunday afternoon, the Cleveland Guardians and Tampa Bay Rays meet in the finale of a 3-game series at Tropicana Field. The Guardians will start Tanner Bybee, while the Rays counter with Zach Eflin. The Guardians are expected to trot out right-hander Tanner Bybee in the finale of this series with the Rays. He got the win in Tuesday's 1-0 Cleveland victory over the Blue Jays, striking out 6 while allowing 6 hits and no walks over 7 scoreless innings. On Tuesday, Bybee was locked in a pitcher's duel with Blue Jays starter Yusei Kikuchi and emerged as the victor. Bybee has been nothing short of stellar since the start of July, posting a 1.70 ERA and a 1.12 WHIP across 42.1 innings and winning all 4 of his decisions during that stretch. The standout rookie is having a dynamite season. On the year, he has a 2.92 ERA and 1.22 WHIP. Cleveland has been bad on the road this year, going 25-33 through the middle of August as we head into the dog days of summer. They are 3.5 games back of the Minnesota Twins for first place in the American League Central. They have scuffled after the break, losing 10 of 14, including the first game of this series 9-8 Friday night. Cleveland had plenty of chances, but was just 3-for-16 with runners in scoring position and left 10 on base. The Guardians are expected to trot out rookie right-hander Tanner Bybee in the finale of this series with the Rays. Bybee has been nothing short of stellar since the start of July, posting a 1.70 ERA and a 1.12 WHIP across 42.1 innings and winning all 4 of his decisions during that stretch. It is a great sign for the Guardians because they have not been swinging the bat. Entering play Saturday, they have scored the 3rd fewest runs in MLB, with the 4th lowest ops. The injury to Josh Naylor 2 weeks ago has really put a damper in the middle of their lineup, and they simply cannot generate consistent run support for their strong pitching. They hold the 3rd lowest ERA in baseball, but that means little if they can't put runs on the board. I like the Guardians here in a low-scoring pitcher's duel. The Rays have lost 11 of 16 at Tropicana Field. Take Cleveland. Our total pick is under. And here is why. When the Guardians and Rays meet one another, we usually see low-scoring games and strong pitching. That was not the case Friday night in an exciting 9-8 win for the Rays, but those types of matchups are few and far between. Over their last 10 meetings, neither team has averaged more than 3.5 runs per game. Zach Eflin will get the start for Tampa at home. The 29-year-old right-hander is 12-6 with a 3.34 ERA, 0.97 WHIP, and a crisp 129.17 kBB through 22 starts, 129.1 innings this season. The total number has gone under in 13 of Tampa's last 20 meetings facing American League foes and 4 of 5 against the Guardians.